Avril and Joe Mushiri and DJ Prodigy as well, aka the Juju Master. As you can see, with all the feathers around him, is just to trap the chickens. All right. Well, right about now, though, we're talking into the next conversation, and it's all about showbiz, a term that is thrown around, all around in the entertainment industry. Wanasema ule jamaa kuna showbiz. Hana talent. I've heard it said even of some artists. Huyu jamaa hana talent, lakini ako na showbiz. So let's start the conversation there. Does showbiz augment talent, or what should wasanii rely on? And I guess since the last time we cut Joe off, we'll start with you, Joe. What do you think about showbiz versus talent and how the two should complement each other, if they should at all?
Showbiz is necessary because showbiz makes whatever you are doing, it makes it to be accentuated. If you look at other countries, showbiz is a big deal. If you look like in the US, the TMZs and all that. For me, showbiz is needed in a market. You need to spice up what you're doing. As you said, there are some musicians unapata talent haiko 100%, but they know how to create an atmosphere, or they know how to do things in a way that always captures the people's attention. So for me, I don't have beef with showbiz. Kama utamka useme Avril akona mimba yako na itakusaidia kupata muziki, more hits. Why not? Avril akikusu, now that's you and her. But I'm all for team showbiz. Showbiz is nice. It makes everything better in a way. But some people, of course, they don't agree with showbiz. Wanasema, you should be the way you are. Don't change anything. But showbiz is necessary. Showbiz is part of life. Hata watu wako kwa entertainment wanakuanga na showbiz kidogo.
So Avril, let me bring it in as an artist. Do artists generally feel that pressure? Kukuwa na ile showbiz, ile factor of showbiz. Have you ever felt pressure yourself?
I've never felt pressure myself, but it is necessary. At the end of the day, this is the entertainment industry. Everything that you do is supposed to be entertaining, including yourself. You put yourself out there, so you should expect that there are things that are going to come with being an artist. To what extent, though? I think that's always the question. To what extent? If you're going to do something that is not, it's not you, and how are you going to be able to keep on doing it over and over again, or is one thing going to stand against the other? So I think it's all about extent. And just like Mushiri said, Joe, I think it's not just a music thing. It's in every industry. Showbiz iko kila industry. For you to be relevant to some extent, you have to do some things here and there. You have to learn your trade, and then you have to entertain people so that people can be able to, follow you. People can be able to know about your product.
Right. And so, Prodigy, hata wewe ni kurisako, what's happening, and when there's a difference between showbiz and I guess reality. But let's start there, because probably what wanasema hii showbiz naye ni nini? Is it, for example, if you guys can remember way back, and we are about to say our ages, Chaguo Latinis, when guys would show up to events or big events, Luo Festival, etc., all these events that come through, the artists will just walk in, la 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 la, kawaida, and then there are those who land in choppers, stretch limos, bling bling, mbogi, watu kama nane. Do you think, what is your view about showbiz?
If you just give an example for itself, when Prezo came with a helicopter in Chaguo Latinis, mpaka leo, whoever comes in a helicopter anakanika na copy. So we have to do, because we live in clutter. There's too much content right now. So how do you stand out? You have to get my social media managers. You have to do my makeup. You even have to do stunts. Did you see what, what's his name, Arrowboy did the other day? Put up a clip up like he's been attacked. So guys were really concerned. Kume, it was a song he was dropping. You have to be outlandish. You have to get like pregnant by some guy, or you have to be in a relationship with so and so that you can stand out, so your craft can be standing out. And both a good thing and a bad thing, because you find people selling their souls to do some things, because kuna vitu zingine sio nanga hapa tunajua huyu msa anatupima
hizo kiki tuseme kiki sasa
for the likes. It looks so transparent, but hatuwezi sema because Kenya, if you give someone feedback unaitwa hater.
All right, mimi the first thing, mimi free advice nitapeana kwa wasanii, tafadhali msiseme mnaoana tena, please. Hiyo tumetumia sana jameni. I'm married. Tafadhali, please. Willy Paul, am I clear? Okay, so
love is a beautiful thing.
Joe, what do you think about the whole thing? Is it that, before you used to have these events that, guys just come through, like Protege amesema kina Styles walikuja na mapikipiki back in the day, choppers, etc. Is it that the events zimeshuka? Is it that now it has turned more from showbiz to what I guess what wanaita kiki, trying to push the music through something? It's no longer just au jamani imepoa, let's vibe to the music. And how come, for example, let's say in Gengeton, they didn't need to do the kiki, walikuwa tu wanaongea and guys vibe to the music. Okay.
Wacha ni alama mshangao.
Okay, let's start.
Have you seen the videos?
Oh, so video no kiki.
Yeah.
Have you seen numbers? Even the name, the name itself. Oh my God, Willis, really?
I withdraw and apologize.
But I think for Gengeton, they didn't need much hype. I think why the number one reason why guys accepted Gengeton was that I think it got to a point where I think guys were tired of the way musicians are portraying themselves. So when Gengeton came out, it was just them in their natural element. Wako kwa mtaa, wana dance na mabeste wao, wanajibamba, wanatumia simu. So guys were like, this is such a simple concept and we like it. Because if you ask many people, they're like, apana, Kenyans are also haters, let's be honest. Mtu asema hapana, umse ishingi hivi. Mse hii video yake naona kwa boat, akona madem, akona mansion. That's not his life or her life. Lakini sasa vile wasema, by the way, this is nice. I like this. I can identify with it. I can see I'm a 3. Naona wasa wako kwa ghetto. Simple video. Okay, for me, I think that was
but
part
pia,
of the...
Joe, kuna aspiration. Unajua pia kama msanii unaonyesha wase hii ndio life inafakuwa kidogo. You can get it. You can own the yacht. You can own the yacht. You can have the big mansion. Aspirational. But anyway,
I agree with you. You have to be aspired to do something. But you have to remember watu wa Kenya pia wanakuanga na kachuki kingine. Sijui kanatokanga wapi. Unaweza fanya kitu kwa uko na concept, uko na idea, unaifanya ina backfire. People tear it down even hata unakuwa na shock wewe mwenyewe unashindwa. Why did they even do this in the first place? But I think for Gengeton it was easier for them because guys were easily relating to their surrounding and their circumstances, and plus they were young guys in music. Hakuna mtu anawajua, So for them that was an added advantage for them.
All right, let me toss it back to Avril. Kuna washikadao walisema kwenye hiyo video umewasema about video ya Gengeton, lakini kwa hiyo video ya Karada kuna slit ingine hapo, my goodness me, all the way. So tuambie kama hiyo pia ilikuwa showbiz na kama kama hiyo song yako na Naiboy. Alafu pia kula time ulikosana, was that showbiz ama the music was there? What happened?
To be honest, by the got mejamiana. Me and Naiboy were actually not in talking terms.
Wow.
In fact, the first time that we met was in your studios. That was when we were talking about what was it? We were a big panel with Rashid Abdallah, and we were just talking about music matters and MCK and all these things, blah blah blah. That's the first time that we actually had seen each other. Tango I took at Hosi, and I approached him. I was like, yo, dude, Kwani, what's going on? So we were not in talking terms for the longest time. Then our management sat us down, and actually not even sat us down. I was tricked. I was called to the studio. I logo studio. Nikaingia kwa studio hivi nakuta, who is there? It is Naiboy. Yeah. He actually started laughing because he was like, I knew you're not going to come, and mimi nikamwambia mimi siko najua nafaa kukuja hii studio session. I was only told this like an hour ago. But then again, when I listened to the track, the first song by they took the record ilikuwa Weka. And when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is so fresh, this is so nice, because I haven't been doing a lot of club songs, because I find comfort in R&B and, soulish kind of music.
Yeah.
So when I listened to Weka, I was like, this is a jam I'd love to jump on. Then after Weka, then there was Rada again. Sedo came up with this brilliant idea to tukafanya the song. And we just said, you know what, let's just release both songs at the same time. As for the video, Kwani, see, I have thighs and I was wearing a short. What's the big deal?
Okay, mimi nilikuwa nasema
That's
tu
just what it
ulikuwa
was.
umevaa sawa.
Asante sana. Thank you very much.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Na
Thank
pale
you.
ilikuwa imefika, ilikuwa sawa.
Asante.
Okay, so Joe mentioned something that I want to throw off to Protege as well. He mentioned how Kenyans wako na, they have some, what did he say? Ulisema nini Joe? Wako na chuki flani, yes.
Kahit kaflani.
Yes, kahit kaflani. So is that Kenyans also don't view our celebrities, Protege? Do you think Kenyans also don't, value our celebrities? We celebrate others and not our own.
I agree 100%. And it shows, first of all, angalia all events that we do. As I said, in Kenya events, people don't want to pay even 1,000 shillings that they get. You want to get comps. But ulisikia Burna Boy akikam, you don't mind paying 4,000. Did you see how many guys went to Ghana? Maze, the whole of Nairobi was in Ghana. And I don't believe any one of them got a comp. See, they paid air tickets. But hapa kukuja an event in Nairobi where it's Kenyan only, even just getting guests to come through, it's crazy. Everyone wants to be in VIP, no one wants to pay. Look at the videos for local artists. People are saying, oh, your nyumba hata si yake, all the cars there sees how. Like, we're never supporting each other. It's so toxic. It's like being in a toxic relationship. Because we're hating on each other. And it's not just for artists, it's also for DJs. And I think all the entertainment industry in Kenya really needs a thorough reboot. Because, hey, you talk to someone in public, everyone is cool. But chini ya maji, hampendani. I'm not seeing artists wanapendana. They don't.
So what about, like, let me give an example and also ask Joe, because I know you brought it up as well. So let's say Mr. Berna akuje Kenya for an event, and guys are willing to pay more versus if we had collections of artists. Is it because maybe, like you're saying, in the videos, tunaona Burna Boy anafanya poa, beat iko sawa, akona just blings, money, whatever, doing the thing? Or is it just what Protege anasema, we just don't appreciate our own? Like, if you were to put a Kenyan gig versus a gig where the headliner is a Nigerian Burna Boy, hata kama litutusi, bado event ilijaa.
Protege is right. The way I don't know if it's a cultural thing or it's inborn, ama we've created it. Watu wapendi watu wengine wakisucceed. Kenyans, I don't know why, and I think this culture, I think imeletwa na politicians. Politicians don't mean to affect, because politicians wanaiba, there are no consequences, no one cares, no one is arrested. As in, it's a whole big monster. So when an artist comes from abroad, we appreciate them more than the people who are here. Unasema, sasa mbona mimi nilipe 10k kuona calligraph kwa nini? Lakini ukisikia ni the way you said Burna Boy na cab, unasikia msana anasema manze tunaenda ile show nini. I think it's just a cultural thing. I can't pinpoint to what exactly started it.
Yeah.
Because it is so weird.
Willis,
makes sense.
I have something else to add.
If it was me, I'd be happy if Kenyans, ukisikia ni gigi ya wa Kenya, mnaenda mnachaza.
Mnaenda. Protege anataka kuongeza kitu.
Hakuna kuomba complimentary, hakuna sijui nini. You just fork up the money and pay, and that's how an industry grows.
Protege, before
pesa ndio ina grow industry, know.
Yeah, money runs the world. Protege, you wanted to add something before I toss it over to Avril to ask her something as well. Yeah.
Let me say, I've noticed also, lakini hii problem, it's only in urban Kenya. Outside Nairobi and urban centers, if you go to Kakamega, if you go to Central, if you go to Kambani, the artists there are superstars. For example, Odio Moranga, if you go to Moranga, any club, they know his songs word for word. Look at Samido. If you go to Central Province, wherever he does a show, you stadium like. I don't know, is it we don't have a common culture that we support each other, or Are we divided, or it's still something I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
I have an answer to that.
na chuki for no reason.
No,
Really? Yeah. Go ahead.
Tumetoka hapa ku praise videos zenye hazina mayat, sijui nini, blah blah blah. We don't want to show off a certain life that people do not live, right?
Yeah.
Yes, when foreigners do it, it's okay, right? It's not like I see these guys in the States own these yachts and blah. Actually, it's like 2% of the industry that's actually making it. The rest are suffering just like us.
Yeah.
They say there's an issue, blah, blah. But yeah, what Protege said, urban areas have an issue with accepting that someone is standing out more than they are. The reason why is because it's a simple law of supply and demand. If I see you at Westgate and we shop at the same supermarket, you're not better than me. Why should I come and support you?
Yeah.
But if Burna Boy comes, I don't see Burna Boy that much. Actually, never, ever. Okay? So, of course, because of that scarcity, then there's going to be demand that is created. And that's the reason why when I do my concert in Nakuru, Homecoming, I get over 1,000 people come through for that event. The case is not the same when it comes to Nairobi. So, is it a case of let's invest more out of Nairobi? Maybe. But then again, let's not forget that it's something that will continue growing. Let's not give up. Let's just continue doing these gigs, regardless of the number of people who turn out. The people who turn out actually appreciate. The guys who are doing a proper club setups in Nairobi, they are making their money.
That's right. Yeah.
So let's not give up on the industry. Let's just continue doing what we're doing, regardless of the people who come through. When you're at Burna Boy ni sawa, when you're kuja kucheki Calligraph ni sawa, when you're kuja kusabu kijumishia amesema kuna gig hapa hivi ni sawa. Let's just not give up on our own.
Okay, right. Well, what are your views as well? Get on the hashtag 10/10. Let's talk about that. Wewe mwenyewe una appreciate wase wako ama unangoja tu kina Burna Boy na Wizkid na ule Mr. Fertility Diamond, all of that, right? Let's get to